Hey guys, and welcome to Lety Does Tomb Raider. So, I'm here at my local drive-in, and I'm a little late to set up and stuff, but I'm gonna be watching Tomb Raider today, and as you can see, it already kind of started in the background. There aren't too many people here today, or let me see if I can show you from the side. There aren't too many people here today. It's kind of dark, so you can't really see, but there's only like a couple cars, and that's because, probably because this movie is actually a little old at this point. So, here's the thing. I don't really know much about the Tomb Raider series. I never watched any of the other movies or played the games beyond maybe like a really, really old Tomb Raider that I stopped playing after 5 minutes when I realized that the controls were just complete and utter shit and there was absolutely no way that I was going to figure out how to continue playing. So I'm not going into this with too many expectations, but I mean, the trailer looks pretty badass, and I'm just gonna assume it's something like Uncharted, but with Lara Croft, so female Uncharted. And I love the Uncharted series, so I hope it's something like that. But yeah, since the movie started, I'm gonna turn up my volume and watch it, and then I'll let you know after. Hey guys, so the movie just ended. As you can see, we got some credits rolling right now. So let me set up over here, and then I will tell you what happened. Alright guys, so I apologize in advance because it's kind of dark in here because I actually forgot to bring my little light. So I'm going to be using this light. Anyway, before I tell you what I liked about the movie and what I didn't like about the movie, I'm just going to try to summarize it as best as I can. And, so yeah, spoilers. And if you're cool with spoilers, let's get started. Alright, so the movie begins with us seeing Laura and with her dad, Richard, suddenly disappearing. And Laura, in order to make a living, has begun stealing bikes. One day, she is arrested after she gets in an accident, and her father's business partner, Anna Miller, bails her out and pretty much says that if she doesn't accept her father's inheritance or she doesn't claim it, her father's property will be sold off. So she accepts and gains access to his office, to where she finds all these like clues about where Richard, I guess, had found out about some power known as Himiko, which is like his own, I don't know, idea of some queen that was, that had this power to control life or something. So he went in search of it, and he tells Laura in his own research to burn all of it. Instead, she uses it to track him down. But first, she enlists the help of Luang by going to China and finding out that his father was the one that sold the boat that her father used to get there. So the two of them together travel to this island after they get stuck in a storm and end up crashing against the rocks. There, they get separated, and Luang ends up with some fishermen that found him, like, half drowning, and Laura ends up captured by this creepy villain guy whose name that I forgot, but, he was after Himiko's power as well. So, two guys looking for this, random cryptic power, and the only thing stopping him from finding it is her father's research, which she did take with her, and which he now has, since he stole it from her when she ended up nearly drowning. So, she is able to escape with the help of Gwen, and she's able to get away from him and his goons, who are still looking for Himiko's power and now know a general direction where to go. And we get this whole scene with her nearly dying. All this terrible shit happens to her, and basically she enters a rotting airplane and then uses a parachute to parachute off into the middle of the jungle, but then she gets a wood stick stabbed through her abdomen, and then there's a fight, and then she's bleeding and just dying, but that's okay because she's being followed by a shadowy figure who actually turns out to be her father, who's just been watching her this entire time because he doesn't think she's real. She proves to him she's real, and he heals her, and the two of them together go try to stop Evil Dude. Evil Dude has already found the tomb, has opened it up, and tried to get two of his goons to take out the body. To which his two goons died, because apparently Himiko's power is actually just a disease that kills you immediately. So the two guys died, and Evil Dude decides that he doesn't want to take that risk, and with Lara Croft and her father kind of on their way, or in his way, I'm not saying his way, he takes one of Himiko's fingers instead, and then starts to book it. But Lara catches him, and makes him, like, touch the finger, and he gets infected and he dies too. But Lara's father also dies because in order to seal the tomb, her father accidentally gets infected and then blows himself up so that no one can be affected by Himiko's curse anymore. So, bad guys are defeated, her father is dead, Himiko's tomb destroyed, she goes back home and accepts all of her inheritance from her father. But then she starts to realize that her father's company features a lot of Trinity's businesses. And Trinity was the evil organization that Evil Dude was working for. I forgot to mention that earlier, but we only saw Evil Dude. Trinity's just kind of this bigger idea that I guess they're leaving open for whatever sequels may come from this. But Anna Miller, I guess, works for Trinity, and she's associated with all this shit that are all under, actually, Croft Enterprises. So, I guess, I don't know if knowingly Richard was siphoning money for them or aiding them, or he was, like, secretly a part of Trinity, or if he was being manipulated by Anna, but I think it's the latter. So basically our movie ends with her discovering this and not being okay with it, but not really saying what she's going to do about it. So she's aware now, and I guess if they want to do another movie, there's the opportunity. And yeah, that's basically how the movie ends. Alright, so as I mentioned in the beginning, I've actually never watched the Angelina Jolie movies, and, you know, I don't know too much about the series. As far as I know and what I can gather from what little information I do know about the series, I thought that Lara Croft was just a Tomb Raider because she personally herself wants to search for treasure. She's a treasure hunter, and that's how she gets herself in dangerous situations, and that somehow, you know, leads to her gaining treasure. She's just kind of like for herself. I did get from this that this was meant to be like an origin story type of thing. It really, really felt like setting up for a series of movies. And in that, I feel like they lost a lot of connection to the character. She certainly looks less intimidating than Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft, and that's okay, because just look-wise, she's probably a lot younger, and this is her, like, starting up thing. And now that she knows about Trinity, and now that she's been manipulated by Anna Miller, and now that there's this whole other, like, organization that we know about kind of behind the scenes, they want to build upon that. But the fact that they, like, I feel, abuse the characters so much in this movie, where it's like, beginning of her life, shit. Middle of her life, shit. And then she, like, loses her dad, she loses her property, shit. And then Trinity's just ruining her life, shit. So, then we get to the part where we're supposed to be shown kind of how badass she is with her fight sequences, or, like, with her, I guess, reactions to situations. She's not particularly strong. But that's okay, because she doesn't have to be. What I didn't really get was that not only was she strong, but her situations just got progressively worse. Like, when she ran away from the bad guys, it's like, oh shit, I'm tied up. Oh shit, there's a giant fucking ravine that I need to cross in this little fucking pillar. Okay? She starts crossing, she falls off, she fucking tumbles into the river. Like, it's a rushing river. By some slight chance of fate, there is a broken down airplane. She manages to catch a corner of the airplane, but oh shit! It starts breaking. She starts climbing inside of the airplane. That part fucking breaks off. You would think at this point, like, it's enough, like, bad luck continuously in one stream for a character to go through where you can go like, okay, they're safe now. But nope! She gets inside, it starts to collapse, it fucking goes vertical with the fall. She's about to fall to her death. She sees a parachute by some strange luck of chance. She sees a parachute, she fucking grabs it, uses it, and then we see her, like, hit a bunch of trees and get, like, stabbed through her stomach, to which she has to, like, pull it out. And then you'd think it's over after all that, and she can, like, collapse and faint and heal a little bit. But no! She's being tracked by one of Evil Dude's henchmen, which she has to, like, fight while she's injured, she's bleeding. She ends up, like, drowning the guy, and then she's terrified, and then she finds out her father's alive, and, you know, her father doesn't think she's real, she's emotionally hurt, and then, I don't know, he ends up being real, and then she has to go through all the pain of him stitching her up. And then later she loses her dad. It's like, this all happened in like a 10-minute span. I don't know. It felt so ironic just how bad her luck is. And as someone with really bad luck, I've come to, like, think this can't get any worse. But even as comedically, it didn't work out, because they're just, like, beating up this character, and she's crying and she's screaming, and you're just like, what the fuck? This is Lara Croft Tomb Raider? So it was definitely really weird to see them just, like, beat up this character so much. We're like, yes, we get it, she's inexperienced, but I mean, earlier in the film, we saw that she's really quick on her feet. And we saw that she's at least strong enough to handle herself when she gets in a fight with 3 muggers while in China. And we see her do all this, like, crazy ass stuff, and I thought we were gonna get to see that for the rest of the film, but instead they just, like, shove her down and keep kicking her. So that really confused me, and I feel like they didn't really know what direction to go with this character, or, like, how to interpret her, because damn, the fuck. So just as she thinks her life can't get any worse, she gets manipulated by Anna Miller, and now there's Trinity that she has to deal with, and now her entire life is devoted to making sure Trinity doesn't fuck it up even more. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts and what I picked up from the story. Let me know what you guys thought. And do you prefer this one? Or do you prefer the Angelina Jolie one? And why? Let me know in the comments below, guys. But that's all I got for you right now. So get out there, do all the stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And what do you know? Leaving the movie theater, what do I see still playing weeks later? Black Panther! Stay strong, T'Challa! Wakanda forever! Oh, that's the fight scene. That's so cool. That's dope. Alright, now bye. I fucking warned you, man. She wants her chair.